In the last section, we looked at the volume of prisms and cylinders. In this section, we're going to look at the volume of pyramids and cones. So a cone is just a 3D figure with a circular base and sides that meet at a point. A pyramid is a 3D figure with a polygon base and sides that meet at a point. So here we have a cone. It's got a circular base and then it meets at a point down here. In this case here, a pyramid, we have a square base or rectangular base, and it meets up at a point here. If you think of these in terms of their base shape, this is based on a cylinder that's been pinched on one end. This one's based on a square base prism that's been pinched to the middle on one end. But you'll see the formula, the area of the base times the height, but it's 1/3 of the other formula. So you have just a 1/3 stuck in front of these when we're doing them. To note, this looks like the pyramids that you might see in Egypt. However, there is a slight difference in those. They actually are not 4-sided pyramids. Those are 8-sided pyramids in Egypt. Each of the sides actually bends in slightly like this. And that's just so you know. Anyways, let's do some practice problems here. We want to find the volume. So here we have a different type of pyramid. This is actually a pyramid with a triangular base. It's a pyramid with a right angle base. So it's going to be slightly different than this formula, but that's why I have it written it twice. 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Well, the base is a triangle. So our volume is going to be 1/3 the area of the base. Well, what's the area of a triangle? Well, that's 1/2 times the base times the height of the triangle, and then we have this other height here, so call that height number 2. So the triangle is right there, the area of a triangle, 1/2 base times height, and then there's our second height that we're given here, the height of this pyramid, and then 1/3 at the front. So volume equals 1/3 times 1/2 times 8 times 6, because it's just the two legs of for base and height of a right angle triangle, times that other height of 10. So now we can plop this all in our calculator. You can do it in one step if you want to, or multi-steps. The fractions again, we can do 1 divided by 3 times 1 divided by 2 times 8 times 6 times 10. And that's going to give us a volume of 106.67 when rounded meters cubed. So whatever the base of the pyramid is, you're going to calculate that, multiply it by 1/3, and then multiply that by the height. The next one is our cone. So the volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. And then again, our radius is important. So we have 1/3, 3.14, our radius. We're given a diameter of 3 here. Radius is going to be half of that, so that's 1.5. And then our height is, 1.5 squared. And then our height is 8. So now again, we can type this in our calculator in one go. If you want to do the squaring first, you can. Or you can type it all in at once if you have the square button on your calculator. 1 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 1.5 times 1.5, or 1.5 squared, your choice, times 8. You should get a volume of 18.84 centimeters cubed. So again, depending on how you want to do that, depending on the type of calculator you have, you may have to do this in multiple steps, as you might not have a squared button in that as well. So that is the volume of pyramids and cones. You're just taking the volume of the base shape and multiplying it by 1/3.